Hey my lovelies, welcome back to my channel. Thank you very much for clicking this video and thank you very much for taking time out to watch me do what I do. I know, it's been a minute. You can probably tell by the lashes, it's been a minute, okay? This is gonna be like a two-part video. So this one's gonna be one, and the other one's obviously gonna be the second part. One is a routine and one is a review. Okay, this is the routine video. I'll probably label it correctly, but I'm just thinking out loud so that it makes sense in my head. But before we get to that part, for those of you here, welcome. I hope you won't be a stranger, okay? Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Obviously, if you subscribed yesterday or you subscribed now, welcome to the family. It's been a minute, okay? So let me get my bearings. I already done my eyeshadow, very basic. I used, if you know, you know. Patrick Char eyeshadow palette, just to do a very basic, I say soft glam, but it's just a very basic look because it's not about the eyes today. It's all about the face. The face is gonna eat. Obviously, over TikTok, all over social, people are recreating the Painted by Esther blush look. I attempted it, and I must say, I think I got it. Yeah, let me do my foundation in the next video, and I'll get back to you guys when I'm about to blush and conceal and all the rest. So I'll be right back. Okay, so my lovelies, this is the foundation on the skin. And I have to say, based on what I can see, okay, it's not looking too bad. The shade of this foundation is stunning. It's sitting very beautifully, I must say myself. In order to achieve, well, my interpretation of the Painted by Esther blushed look, these are the blushes I'm going to go into. The first one I'm going to use is the Lovelies blush in the shade Pre-Madonna. So I just used this brush yesterday, so it's not dirty, it's just used. I'm going to use this first, and don't use too much because this goes a long way. I'm just going to plop. So this is a deeper, or the deepest of the pink blushes I'll be using today. It has to go at the top. The deeper shades at the top, and as you graduate to the middle of the face, it's supposed to get lighter. So this, I think I didn't put too much. You can use any blush that you have, but we just need the darker shade at the top, in the upper part, near towards your temple, and just blend. I just think the Lovelies blushes are stunning. Look how that is just like beautiful. So now I'm gonna go into my little itty bitty rosé and brunch again from Lovelies. This is a very light pink. I'm just gonna use the same brush. Yeah. I actually look like a clown, but it's good. It's not even a trust process because this process is stunning. We haven't concealed, we haven't done any bronzer or anything, just blush and foundation. You can, obviously, before going in with your blush, you can go into your contour, your bronzer, whatever. For me, I feel like the concealer should be the last part that goes in the center of the face, and obviously the other highlighted areas that you want to highlight. So I'm gonna go into powder. This is just so that in the day, as your powder blush is fading, the under color of the blush that you use, which is a cream, provides longevity to the color of the blush that you've used, or the blush story that you've used. Otherwise, you can actually just use a powder, but I just don't feel like you get the same effect. Effect. You know what I mean? I'm going to go into the one size 10 at the base concealer in the shade Dark 2R. I've actually been loving this concealer. It was actually on sale on the One Size website. It's just like it takes forever for it to actually get delivered. But anyway, we're going to use this to the center of the face. This is a full coverage concealer. I'm going to go into the NARS, put that in the center here and just right there. Just to speed up the process because I ain't got all day to wait for this concealer to dry down. So I'm gonna have a fan on me and I'm gonna blend this out, and then we'll catch up when I want to do the brightening, okay? So I'm just going back into that blush brush. Whatever's left on it is what I'm using to blend the blush and the concealer together. Because you notice we didn't really take the concealer out too much because obviously we're going to lose all the blushness, the blush foundation that we've laid, okay? So we don't want to do that. Going into the Too Faced concealer in Sand, which is a very bright concealer. I took this from my kit because I don't actually have a concealer as bright as this. I do have the Huda Beauty, but do we speak about Huda Beauty anymore? I don't know. A lot's been going on. Yeah, so we're going let this do what it do. I'm gonna blend out and go kitchen. So my lovelies, as you can see, I just put a little bit of the bronzer on the side, as in obviously the temples, as per normal standard routine, the neck and the jawline. I use the bronzer to kind of neaten up the blush placement. Me adding the bronzer just down there allows it to blend with everything else so that there's no harsh lines. That blush brush. I'm just going to go back into pre-Madonna, just ever so slightly. Just a little boop, boop, boop. Okay, so I'm gonna go into the one size dark deep. Some people went straight in with like the likes of Huda Beauty's Cherry Blossom Cake or the one size ultra pink, I believe it's called. I have Cherry Blossom, but I'm not gonna use it. I'm gonna make sure that my creases are uncreased. So I have a couple blushes. Some new ones from Revolve. I say Revolve, it's actually from Tower 28 via Revolve. These are the blushes that Tony Bravo from TikTok, because that's where I normally watch her. She's on YouTube as well. Tony Bravo collaborated with Tower 28 to create these new dark skin friendly blushes. We have Downtown Daiquiri and Sunset Shirley. One thing I will say, it would have been nice to kind of have like her signature or her name on the packaging to kind of like differentiate it from other blushes. And also I feel like here should have had an ex Tony Bravo, unless it's something that she didn't really request herself or she didn't want to have on there. Something that I thought would have been a nice touch because it's limited edition, it's not actually part of the regular shade range, if that makes sense. This is Downtown Daiquiri, a nice orange shade. Sunset Shirley. Okay, so we're going to use Sunset Shirley today. If you are based in the UK, I ordered mine from Revolve. I'll link them down below. That was the only vendor that I saw that carried these shades, and they're pretty quick. It does actually come from LA, but within 2 days you get your blushes. It's ridiculous. So yeah, so the first blush I'm using is from YSL, and this is in a shade 83, and this is going to be our first blush shade. Kind of gives that depth that we want as a first blush. Okay, yeah. For the second blush, as I said, I'm going to use Sunset Shirley from Tower 28 Tony Bravo collab. Also, I don't know how pigmented it is. Okay, so let's see. Okay, I don't think I'm going to keep it right here. It's nice on its own though. I can see it being a stunning color, but I don't think it's what we want today. So I'm just going to balance it out. We're going to use this in another video. It's beautiful. It's absolutely stunning. So I'm going to go into the Haus Labs Dragon Fruit Days blush, and this is going to give the bright that we need to be right here. Do you see what I mean? I'm just gonna move that to like the center part where the pupil is. I use another product. As in, talk about blush blindness. Apply it as per your preference. You don't have to go as ham as I have. So I'm just gonna use a powder blush and my MAC just to kind of like see where we are with everything. I'm just gonna bronze a bit with the MAC. This is where you can go into any pink powder you have. I saw a girl on TikTok, she used pink eyeshadow, and I'm going into the H&B Cosmetics Silky Smooth Airbrush Pressed Powder in the shade Pink. So I reviewed this on my channel before. There's a pink. Can you see the pink? This is what I use to merge the under, can you see? It's bright. Merge the under eye with the blush. So this is like my brightening powder that is just gonna merge the two worlds together. Go back into my powder puff, and I'm gonna use NW40 from MAC. This one here, the old formula. I use this to, because it's a bit weird if you've got like bronze and then pink. I use this to kind of like merge the center to that powder. It seems like a lot, and maybe a lot for some. But this is how I get this done. Brush, no additional product. I'll be back. You can close out this video, okay? So my lovelies, the face is done. All I used was the one size. Look how much I got left. And this sells out like crazy. And I put another setting spray. Again, I don't know if you're saying the name. I used the Easy Bake setting spray, okay, to kind of like set everything together. The lip is Sephora lip liner molasses coin collector, one size. Base lipstick is ABH soft brown. Lip gloss is another person that I'm not sure if you're speaking about now, but made by Mitchell. Beam gloss in the shade Milkshake for me. And I went on top of that with the MAC Lip Glass Air in Accolade. It's quite a lip combo. Yeah, this is my take on the Painted by Esther viral trend makeup look situation. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. I really appreciate you all joining, especially those that are new here. Welcome. Do not forget to like this video and also subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Catch my next video. I'm reviewing a foundation and I'm gonna say myself, it's looking not half bad. Like, if you want to know what this foundation is, either click up on the card up above or wait for the suggested video right here. And yes, my lovelies, I'm going to love you and leave you, and I'll see you guys in my next video.